Stanford will kick it off to get us underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will get the first swing today. And here comes one of the elite running backs in all of college football. When he gets the ball in his hands, you just hold your breath, Don Kirk. He's been electrifying.
He sure is. The embodiment of a superstar. The bona fide runner with ill intentions for the defense. This offense leans on him, and there aren't very many times that he doesn't come through for them.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. And they pick up the first on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, how about that, Chris? He gets a chance once, twice. They go back to him a 3rd time. He's still short of the first down. This defense really locking in on that running back every time he touches the football.
Breaks loose at the 45. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
With great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
And the Bulldogs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Dogs come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, you talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Brought down after a short return, but the hit sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early and think, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's going to take off. He's past the marker, still on his... Will he score here? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Just what a play by this quarterback. 1 second and surveying the entire field, trying to find that open receiver. The next second, he just pulls it down, tucks the football away, picks up yards, and gets a touchdown himself. What a run.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Gives it to the back. Fights through the tackler. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Second down. We're going to throw it. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Turner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. And begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Locates the tight end. It's complete. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. Second down after that completion. It's a shotgun run call. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Short connection to the tight end here. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll run it from the gun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Seventh play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring into the whistle.
Now, fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. The Dogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap, and
he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. Punting, ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner will be brought down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They've got him at the 48. That's a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here.
42 Spider.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, There's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He eludes the rush. He's going to take off here. The spin move. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. 4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Dogs! Still no answer for this offense.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
Tack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. This has been a rough 1st half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. When the flag is out before the snap, the defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the encroachment penalty moves the ball up a little bit. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Stanford. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown? That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Montgomery. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. They got him. It's a sack for the defense. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to launch it deep again. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made down inside the 10. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. A minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Bulldogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Turner choosing to field this one. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Physical one-breaking tackles. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
And this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Handoff in a single back formation. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14.
28, Stanford, 14.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? First down here for this offense. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. On the run, he'll let it go. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
It's now second down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's the running back in the flat. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Can he get there on the ground? And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on older line.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint at the 10. And he's into the end zone. But hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So that long scoring play is spoiled by a penalty. That's a big call in this game. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Throw to the running back in the flat. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Ball handed off. Some hard running there through a tackle. He's found some room at the 45. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not pinned.
He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to scramble. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Here comes the punter onto the field. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. And there's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That one is knocked away and incomplete. Good defensive play on the last play of the third quarter. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Third down play here out of the shotgun. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go by the time.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Coming up, second down and goal. The run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second goal, and now it's third and goal for the offense.
Looking for 6, and he's got it. Touchdown, Stanford.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility, pulls it in and gets 6.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags out on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Bites off a defender. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Gets made on the out route. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Using his legs here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
I love how this quarterback, Chris, is able to keep this play alive by scrambling away from that pressure, getting to his left, buying some time, just unable to connect it to his receiver downfield.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now. And it's intercepted. The last thing they could afford.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here's the throw deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Cardinal. Trying to come all the way back. So here we go, fourth quarter. They've cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This game just got tighter. Temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. But you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect.
And it's intercepted. A crushing play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Working for the tight end, and it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
Touchdown, Stanford. This offense is still clicking.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to try the extra point. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. The shotgun running play call. But a quick stop by the defense. Game just cues, so it's 3rd and 8. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They're going to run it here. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris, and at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
Knocks this one right through. And they take the lead with a little over a minute to play. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Caught on the outside. It's Montgomery. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
You know, here in the fourth quarter with the lead, and you're the defense, I don't mind giving up some completions, but you can't let these guys get out of bounds and save the clock.
Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Caught near the sideline. It's Montgomery. And smart choice, he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
With the catch, it's Montgomery. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Here's a target, and it's complete. No step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get 1st downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete, even in a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
And they stopped the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. And he knocks that one right through. And that ties the score now in the final seconds.
Well, how about that? This guy comes in with all the pressure in the world, and he ties it up. I think we might be looking at some extended time in this one.
And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So here comes our first play of overtime.
Here we go.
Handing off on the draw play.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Catch made on the left side. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down. And the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end. And now we've got first and goal.
Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! To jump in front in OT. And now the extra point to make this a 7-point game in overtime. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kurt?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. He's got it right near the end zone. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for two and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
So one overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He's got it near the end zone. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a two-point try coming up. So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for two here in second overtime.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. It's a draw play. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Dogs looking to cash in the red zone. On first down, it's play action. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They look to throw it here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Running back grabs it on the screen. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
A running play called on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Now, this is a tough one, and you get it to overtime. You come up short. It's a heartbreaker. They'll have to pick up the pieces after this one.
Yeah, I think we both thought that this game was going to be really close, but I don't know if we would have been able to guess that it was going to be this close. They were so evenly matched, and it just came down to those few plays at the end that really decided it.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.